Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome. I am so glad you've joined me today. If you're someone who feels the familiar ache in your knees when you stand up, the stiffness in your hands in the morning, or a deep soreness in your muscles after a simple walk, then you are in the right place. This conversation is for you. For decades, we've been told that pain and stiffness are just a normal part of getting older. We're offered pills, told to rest, and often made to feel that this is just our new reality. But what if I told you that one of the most powerful tools for combating muscle and joint pain has been in your kitchen all along? What if the path to moving with greater ease and comfort begins not at the pharmacy, but at your dinner plate? Today, we are going on a journey. We are going to explore the groundbreaking science that reveals how the foods we eat directly talk to our muscles and joints. We will move beyond the old advice and dive into the specific, study-backed foods that can cool inflammation, lubricate your joints, and rebuild your muscles. This is not about a temporary fix. This is about fundamentally changing your internal environment from one of pain to one of vitality. So, let's begin by understanding the real enemy. It's not just age. The true culprit behind most of the persistent pain we experience is something called chronic inflammation. Think of a sprained ankle. It gets red, hot, swollen, and painful. That's acute inflammation, your body's necessary and healthy healing response. But chronic inflammation is like a low-grade, smoldering fire that never goes out inside your body. It burns silently within your tissues, irritating your nerves, breaking down the cushioning in your joints, and causing that constant, nagging pain and stiffness. This is the foundation of conditions like osteoarthritis and the general muscle soreness that can make every movement a chore. Now, here is the most critical piece of information I will share with you today. The food you eat is either pouring gasoline on that inflammatory fire, or it is acting as a powerful fire extinguisher. For years, the standard Western diet, high in processed foods, sugar, unhealthy fats, and refined grains, has been pouring gasoline on that fire for millions of people. But the incredible news, backed by study after study, is that we can starve that fire. We can choose foods that actively fight inflammation, provide the raw materials for repair, and help you reclaim your mobility. Let's start with the heavy hitters, the champions of fighting inflammation. I want to introduce you to the world of omega-3 fatty acids. You have probably heard of them, but you may not realize just how therapeutic they can be for your joints. Omega-3s are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. They actually produce compounds in your body called resolvins and protectins that literally tell your immune system to stand down, to stop the inflammatory attack. The research is overwhelming. A major analysis of studies published in the journal Arthritis Care and Research concluded that omega-3 supplementation significantly reduced joint pain intensity, morning stiffness, and the need for pain medication in patients with rheumatoid arthritis. And the benefits are profound for osteoarthritis as well. So, where do you find these magical fats? The absolute best source is fatty fish. I'm talking about salmon, and not just any salmon. Wild-caught salmon is a superstar. But it doesn't stop there. Mackerel, sardines, herring, and anchovies are also packed with omega-3s. I want you to aim for at least 2 servings of these fatty fish per week. A serving is about the size of your palm. If you are not a fan of fish, or if you find it difficult to get enough, a high-quality fish oil supplement is a very effective alternative, but please, always speak with your doctor before starting any new supplement. Now, for those of you who prefer plant-based options, there are excellent sources as well. Flax seeds and chia seeds are wonderful. But here's the key, your body has to convert the omega-3s in plants into the same powerful form found in fish, and it's not a very efficient process. So, while ground flax seeds sprinkled on your oatmeal or yogurt is a fantastic anti-inflammatory habit, You may need to rely on them more heavily if you're not consuming fish. Walnuts are another great source, a perfect handful for a snack. Now, let's move from the sea to the spice rack. I want to talk about a golden-hued spice that has been used for thousands of years in Ayurvedic medicine, and now modern science is confirming its remarkable properties. I am talking about turmeric. The active compound in turmeric is called curcumin. And curcumin is so potent as an anti-inflammatory that studies have compared its effectiveness to some common anti-inflammatory drugs, but without the dangerous side effects. A study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that curcumin was effective in reducing the pain and improving the function of patients with knee osteoarthritis. It works by blocking the same inflammatory pathways that many prescription drugs target. But here is the secret to making turmeric work for you. Your body does not absorb it well on its own. You need to have it with two things, fat and black pepper. The fat helps it dissolve, and a compound in black pepper called piperine boosts its absorption by an incredible 2000%. So, don't just sprinkle a little turmeric in your water. Instead, make a golden milk latte with coconut milk or whole milk and a pinch of black pepper. Add turmeric to your curries, your soups, your salad dressings. And always pair it with a pinch of black pepper and a healthy source of fat. Next, let's talk about the vibrant, colorful world of fruits and vegetables. That color is more than just pretty, it's a signal of powerful antioxidants. You see, inflammation creates rogue molecules called free radicals that damage your cells. Antioxidants are the special forces that neutralize these free radicals, preventing them from causing more pain and tissue breakdown. Berries are absolute powerhouses in this category. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are loaded with antioxidants called anthocyanins. These compounds have been shown to reduce inflammatory markers in the blood. A study from the Harvard School of Public Health found that women who ate more strawberries and blueberries had lower levels of a key inflammatory marker. So, add a cup of mixed berries to your day. Have them in a smoothie, on top of Greek yogurt, or just by the handful. But don't stop at berries. Think of the entire rainbow. Dark leafy greens like spinach and kale are packed with vitamin E, a known antioxidant that protects the body from inflammatory molecules. Broccoli and other cruciferous vegetables are not only rich in antioxidants but also contain a compound called sulforaphane, which research suggests can slow the progression of osteoarthritis. Bell peppers, oranges, tomatoes, they all bring their unique army of antioxidants to the fight. The goal is to make your plate look like a box of crayons. Now, we have addressed the fire of inflammation. But what about the very structure that's being damaged? What about the cartilage that cushions your joints and the muscles that move your body? This is where building materials come in, and the most important one is protein. As we age, we naturally begin to lose muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia. This loss of muscle is a major contributor to weakness, poor balance, and joint pain because strong muscles act as shock absorbers and stabilizers for your joints. Without them, your joints take the full force of every step. The solution is not to eat less, but to eat smarter, with a focus on high-quality protein. Protein provides the amino acids, the building blocks, your body needs to repair muscle tissue and maintain strength. And contrary to old beliefs, seniors often need more protein than younger adults to counteract muscle loss. The key is to spread your protein intake throughout the day, rather than having one large portion at dinner. Excellent sources include lean chicken and turkey, eggs, and especially fish, which gives you a double win with protein and omega-3s. For plant-based options, lentils and beans are fantastic. They provide not only protein but also fiber, which helps manage weight and feeds healthy gut bacteria, which in turn reduces inflammation. And let's not forget about Greek yogurt and cottage cheese. They are packed with protein and are also a source of calcium for bone health, but there's a special protein that deserves its own spotlight when it comes to joints. It's called collagen. Collagen is the main structural protein in your cartilage, the tissue that cushions your joints. As we age, our natural collagen production declines, and the cartilage wears thin, leading to pain and stiffness. The exciting research shows that supplementing with collagen peptides can help. A study published in Applied Physiology, Nutrition, and Metabolism found that athletes who consumed collagen supplements had a significant reduction in joint pain. Another study in the International Journal of Medical Sciences showed that collagen supplementation improved symptoms in patients with osteoarthritis. The theory is that the collagen peptides act as building blocks, stimulating your own body to produce more collagen and repair the cartilage. You can find collagen peptide powder in most health food stores. It's unflavored and dissolves easily in hot or cold liquids. You can add it to your morning coffee, your smoothie, or a bowl of soup. Bone broth is another traditional and excellent source of natural collagen and other joint-supporting nutrients. Now, we have covered the major players, but I want to introduce you to some unsung heroes, the specific foods and nutrients that work behind the scenes to keep your musculoskeletal system healthy. First, let's talk about vitamin D and calcium. We all know they are important for bones, but their role is crucial for overall musculoskeletal health. Vitamin D deficiency is incredibly common in seniors and is linked to increased muscle weakness and pain. A study in the Journal of the American Geriatrics Society found that correcting vitamin D deficiency led to significant improvements in muscle strength and a reduction in falls. Your body makes vitamin D from sun exposure, but as we age, this process becomes less efficient. Food sources include fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified milk. However, many experts recommend a vitamin D supplement for seniors, but again, please have your levels checked and talk to your doctor. Calcium works hand in hand with vitamin D. While dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese are well-known sources, don't overlook dark leafy greens like collard greens and kale, as well as fortified plant-based milks and calcium-set tofu. Next, I want to mention a special group of vegetables, the allium family. This includes garlic, onions, and leeks. These pungent foods contain a compound called quercetin, a natural anti-inflammatory agent. They also contain sulfur compounds that are believed to support the health of your cartilage. So, don't be shy with the garlic and onions in your cooking. They add immense flavor and are a powerful medicine for your joints. And finally, let's talk about perhaps the most overlooked aspect of joint health, hydration. Your joints are filled with a fluid called synovial fluid. This fluid acts as a lubricant, allowing your joints to move smoothly and without friction. When you are dehydrated, your body pulls water from all areas, including this precious synovial fluid. The result? Increased friction, grinding, and pain. Water is the simplest, cheapest, and most effective joint lubricant you can find. Make it a habit to sip water throughout the day. Don't wait until you feel thirsty, because by then, you are already dehydrated. Now, I have given you a lot of information about what to add to your diet. But it is just as important to talk about what to remove or drastically reduce. Remember the inflammatory fire? These are the primary fuels. First and foremost is sugar. Sugar, especially in the form of high fructose corn syrup and sugary drinks, is profoundly inflammatory. It triggers the release of inflammatory messengers called cytokines. It also can lead to weight gain, and every extra pound on your body puts about 4 extra pounds of pressure on your knees. So, cut out the sodas, the sweetened juices, the pastries, and the candy. Next are refined carbohydrates. White bread, white pasta, white rice, and most crackers act very much like sugar in your body. They spike your blood sugar and promote inflammation. Swap them out for their whole grain counterparts, whole wheat bread, brown rice, quinoa, and oats. Then there are unhealthy fats. Specifically, trans fats, which are found in many fried foods, margarines, and processed baked goods, and an excess of omega-6 fatty acids from processed vegetable oils like corn, soybean, and sunflower oil. While we need some omega-6 excess, the modern diet has created a severe imbalance with omega-3s, which tips the body into a state of inflammation. Read labels and avoid anything with partially hydrogenated oils. And finally, processed meats like hot dogs, sausages, and bacon are often high in advanced glycation end products, AGEs, which are notorious for promoting inflammation. So, what does a day on an anti-inflammatory, joint-supporting diet look like? Let me paint a picture for you. For breakfast, you might have a bowl of plain Greek yogurt topped with a full cup of mixed berries, a tablespoon of ground flaxseed, and a handful of walnuts. Or, you could have a smoothie made with spinach, a scoop of unflavored collagen peptides, a cup of mixed frozen berries, and a tablespoon of almond butter. For lunch, a large salad with dark leafy greens, grilled salmon or a cup of lentils, plenty of colorful vegetables like bell peppers and tomatoes, and a dressing made with extra virgin olive oil, lemon juice, and a dash of turmeric and black pepper. For a snack, perhaps a hard-boiled egg or an apple with a small handful of almonds. For dinner, a piece of baked chicken or mackerel seasoned with garlic and herbs, alongside a generous portion of steamed broccoli and a small sweet potato. And throughout the day, you are sipping on water, and perhaps enjoying a cup of golden milk in the evening. This is not a diet of deprivation. It is a diet of abundance, flavor, and profound healing. My friends, the power to change how you feel is within your grasp. It requires a shift in perspective, from seeing food as just calories to seeing it as information and medicine for your body. You have the ability to send messages of repair and comfort to every aching joint and every sore muscle with every single meal you eat. This is not an overnight miracle, but a steady, consistent journey. Start small. Maybe this week, you commit to adding 1 serving of fatty fish and 1 cup of berries. Next week, you start adding turmeric and black pepper to your meals. The following week, you focus on drinking more water. Small, consistent changes are what lead to a transformation in your health. You do not have to live in constant pain. Your body is designed to heal, and you can give it the tools it needs to do exactly that. If this message has resonated with you, if you feel a spark of hope that you can move with more ease and less pain, then I need you to do something for me and for the people you care about. Subscribe to this channel or this blog. By subscribing, you are locking the door to a future of pain and opening a window to a world of practical, science-backed health information. We are building a community here, a community dedicated to vibrant living at any age, and I want you to be a part of it. Your subscription tells me that this information is valuable and that you want more of it. Then, like this speech. Hitting that like button may seem like a small thing, but in the world of online content, it is a powerful signal. It tells the algorithms that this is important, that this is life-changing information that should be shared with more people. It pushes this message to the top of the feed, where it can be found by someone else who is lying awake at night, aching and desperate for a solution. Your simple click can help reduce someone else's pain. And finally, share this. Share it widely. Share it with your friends, your family, your neighbors, your social media groups. You never know who is suffering in silence. You could be the person who shares the link that gives your best friend the relief she's been praying for. You could be the one who helps your brother get back to his garden, or your father back to his walks. Do not keep this information to yourself. Be the catalyst for change in your community. Let's start a movement away from pain and toward empowered, nutritional healing. Thank you for your time, for your commitment to your health, and for being a part of this vital conversation. Remember, your food is your medicine. Choose it wisely, and move well.